Hey guys, this is Stephanie. Today is Sunday, January 12th, 2014, and it's been just under 2 years since I have vlogged. Time has just flown by really fast. There's been a lot that's happened with me in the last couple of years. I've gained some weight back, and I've decided to try to focus and start around. And I'm vlogging for the accountability part of it. I've tried to start round several times and I've failed. And I haven't been very focused. So I'm going to try to change that perspective and really focus this time. I need to get this weight off that I've gained. It makes me feel embarrassed. I hate seeing other people that saw me when I lost all that weight, because you have this feeling in your head that they're just going, oh wow, look, she's gained her weight back. And so I am starting fresh again. In 2012, that's the last time I vlogged. I think it was around February of 2012. That was just a really, really horrible year for me and my family. We went through a lot of very personal stuff. We went through attacks from other people, and just a lot of really horrible things happened to us, and we were slandered and by people in our community. We were talked about, and that's about all I can say. I'm not going to put that out there publicly. I think almost every day for probably between March of 2012 and close to October, November, I probably cried almost every day. That's how emotional and hurt I was that year. So I ended up a size 2, some 4s. I was 121.6, I believe, during my last round. And I managed to keep it off for a while. By the end of that year, I was in the 130s. I was probably around 135 or so. And actually, I have my spreadsheet. I can tell you. I maintained the 130s pretty well that whole year. And near the end of that year, between November and December, I was starting to gain some more weight. I was pushing the high 130s. I was very happy being in the 130s. I was satisfied with that. Excuse me. Being around 130 to 135, maintaining that for a really long time. I maintained 135. But at the end, near the end of 2012 is when it started coming on a little bit more. And by the time the end of 2012 hit, I was in the 140s. And then the holidays hit, and I just suddenly just gained a lot of weight, and I was close to the high 140s at the end of 2012. So last year, I was in the 140s a lot last year. I have worked at home for a long time, and in April of last year, in 2013, I started working outside the home just a few hours a day. I had a decent opportunity just to make some extra money, so I was working a lunch shift at a local fast food restaurant. And so I maintained the 140s pretty much then, and continued in 2013. I was in the 140s, January, February, March. April is when I started working, and then slowly from the time that I started working, I started gaining more weight. When I started working, my pants, my clothes were around a 6, which is not bad. My work pants, however, were an 8 when I started working in April of last year. And so I maintained around the 140s for a while. There was a time that I didn't actually record my weight very much. I tried, even though I was gaining, I tried to record my weight, and then I kind of fell behind and stopped doing that. Well, then it slowly went up to the 150s, and then I have now reached the high 160s. So I'm not very happy with that. I'm very, very disappointed in myself. My schedule at work is odd. I was promoted to catering manager at my job back in the end of August, and I started working that role in September. I have odd hours. Catering depends on when orders come in and when people need them. So I may do an order early in the morning at 7 in the morning. I may do one at 9 o'clock at night. It just depends on the customers. And I like my job, but I lost focus in trying to take care of myself in the process. And I wouldn't necessarily say the downfall of my job is eating, being around food, because that doesn't necessarily bother me. It's just my schedule. And so I really have not focused on eating right with my schedule because it's bizarre. So I'm not paying attention to what I'm eating. So since Christmas, I have gone from being in the high 150s, jumping right up into the 160s. And at one point, I reached like 173, I think. And I got sick with the flu over Christmas. And I think I instantly gained 10 pounds around that time that I was sick. And then when I went back to work around New Year's week, I moved my pants up to a size 10 a couple months ago. My pants, when I put them back on around New Year's, have been very tight. So I have known for a while that I've needed to go back on HCG. I've tried a few times with injections, and I have not lasted more than a couple of days. I just have not been able to focus, and I don't know why. I've tried different HCGs. I'm having a little bit of problem with injections, like not really feeling full, like I need to feel full, and I think that's part of the issue going on with me. So one of the things I'm changing is a couple of things. I'm going to try to vlog again. Miss HCG Girl, I saw her back on here, and I got so excited when I saw you, because I've just felt so crappy about myself. I have not wanted to vlog. I'm just extremely embarrassed that I let my weight get this far out of control again, because I had promised myself that I would not let that happen, and I failed. I went through depression in 2012 with personal stuff, and then from there it just really, really spiraled out of control for a long time. So I'm vlogging. I'm going to make myself vlog because I think that accountability will help me. There's nobody here around me personally that I want to share my journey with. HCG is a very personal journey for me and for a lot of you. And I don't need to be ridiculed. I don't need people to judge me for certain diet methods that I choose to use because I know that HCG works. So I will try to be on here as much as I can. And then the other thing is, instead of doing injections, I'm going to try sublingual. My very first round, I did sublingual, even though it was homeopathic drops, and that's back before the HCG craziness, and my HCG drops actually had HCG in them. Now, they can't put HCG in the homeopathic drops anymore. They put a lot of amino acids and stuff in there. So now I'm doing sublingual HCG. I mixed it with B12 and I mixed it with alcohol. I heard alcohol helps absorb it. And I started loading. I started taking HCG again Thursday. What I had planned on doing is loading for 2 days, and then of course starting yesterday, I was going to start my low calorie day. Well, I have a tennis tournament this weekend, and it started yesterday and then ends today. I played twice yesterday, I played this morning, and I'm about to play again here in the next hour. And that's really hard. I don't want to start my round off struggling because I have tennis. So this is day 4 of me being on HCG, but I'm not totally gorging myself. So I'm just basically looking at these days of just really getting HCG into my system sublingually, and using these 4 days as loading days. And what's really funny is that I'm taking my sublingual dose twice a day, and I've decided I'm going to start with the very lowest dose that I've seen on somebody's random chart, which was about 100 units of HCG a day. It's 50 units in the morning, 50 at dinner or in the afternoon. Well, I've been doing that for 3 days. This is my 4th day. Not watching what I was eating because I was loading, and I've dropped weight every day. Not trying. I've eaten, I've loaded on Sonic. The other night, Saturday night on my second loading day, I ate a 3-pint thing of ice cream, and I dropped 0.8 the next day, and I ate that pretty late that night. Now, I didn't gorge throughout the day because, like I said, my schedule with what I'm doing is busy and it's random. So I don't typically have a whole lot of time that I eat during the day. So I tend to eat at night, and a lot of times late at night. So luckily, that's not affected me too much. I wasn't looking to lose weight. I did not do what I've done on a previous round and eat nothing but fat and low carb. I had coffee with cream, and then I ate a big fat cheeseburger with onion rings and ice cream. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular. I didn't totally gorge myself to sickness, but what I do want to say, I don't have a lot of time in this vlog. I just wanted to try to get some stuff in, is that the sublingual seems to be working for me. Odd, but don't know why I've had injection problems. I don't get that fullness. I've tried Corian, Hucog, Ovadac. I've tried 3 different brands of HCG. I've injected it in different places. I've injected it in my leg, in my stomach, in areas of my abdominal area that may not be as fatty. I've injected it in my arm. I have done what other people have recommended in the past and move around after I've done my injections for circulation. I'm still having issues. I've tested my HCG. It's tested positive, so I don't know what my deal is, but it's been very frustrating to me. So this time I decided to try something else. Trying sublingual, see how that works. So far, it seems to be doing good. It's obviously in my system. I have not been able to eat, even when I'm not overeating. I've just not been able to eat 3 pints of ice cream without gaining weight on the scale the next day. So for now, I'm starting very low, about 100 to 125 units a day, split. So 50 in the morning, 50 to 75 units at night. So that's how I'm going to do it and see how it works, so that I can adjust if I need to add a little bit more to that. When I go on VLCD tomorrow, then I will. Tomorrow I will be officially on VLCD day 1. My weight Thursday, when I took my first dosage was 171. Today, it's 167.6. So after loading day 1, I dropped 2.4. I went down to 168.6. I don't know. I've been busy. Loading day 2, after that, I dropped to 167.8, and that was after I ate 3 pints of ice cream. I dropped 0.8, and then this is loading day 4. I've played a lot of tennis. I'm super sore. I actually dropped 0.2 this morning when I got up at about 6:45 this morning. Surprised the heck out of me. So I'm down 3.4 pounds. I have a feeling tomorrow I'm going to gain some weight. I'm going to probably have a lot of water retention from tennis. My muscles are hurting me really bad today. But tomorrow officially is VLCD1. So I will try to report back tomorrow. If not, I will when I can. I have a cold, so I probably don't look the best. My very first vlog. I just got over the flu that I had Christmas to New Year's, and now I have a cold. That's the fun thing about working around other people. So, anyway, I just wanted to get this vlog in, and it's been 2 years. It's been a very long time. I need accountability. Like I said, there's a lot of emotions involved with me coming back because I feel like I have failed. It's my own fault. It has nothing to do with HCG. Those of us that have been on this journey knows it works. And sometimes we go through major stressors in our life. Things happen and things get out of control. And when I first got down to pretty much my goal weight on HCG, I said that, hey, I don't need to stick with the 2 pounds. If I gain a little bit more weight, that's fine. I was actually very happy. Getting down to 121.6, I stayed between 125 and 128 or 129 for a long time. I was actually really, really happy with that. I was fine. Then when I got in the 130s, 135, I had a little bit of an adjustment with my clothes. That was okay. From there, though, it spiraled out of control. So my outlook this time, I hope to be different. I don't want to say, oh, I will give a 10-pound leeway, and then it gets there and I'll be like, oh, a little more is not going to hurt. No, I need to be dedicated and correct when I need to correct, within a reasonable amount, 5 pounds, not 20 pounds. So sorry about that. My husband scared the crud out of me when I was recording, so I had to stop the video for a minute. Anyway, I have to go. There's probably a lot that I can say about what my struggles that I've had, stupid hair, the last couple of years. But I'm glad to be back, not on these terms, but maybe that will just give me the accountability that I need to stay focused if I feel like I'm putting myself out there. But I appreciate all of you guys that watch me, and a lot has changed with YouTube since I've been gone. We're all discovering that. So I will hopefully vlog again in the next few days. Hopefully getting over this cold that I have. So I will talk to you later. Bye.